Welcome to a special comic book art print of What's in the Box. Now, because I learned from the last time to save time, because I knew how well packed this was, I got this nice, there's nothing in this box, but there was. Also, surrounded by this and this and this. Oh, okay, you get the point, right? So, I've ordered more art prints, and I have art prints that I haven't shown because I didn't have top loaders for them. So, the last art print sale I attended, well, the sale before last that I attended at Clan McDonald Comics private sales group, as I was buying some extraordinary art from Esteban Salas, or as you may know him by his nickname of Ibas. Stephen made an announcement that there was going to be some incredible signature opportunities in the following show a couple days later, which was killing me. But I had to order some extra top loaders, and it all came in this morning. And I ordered some from some other art pieces, one of which I didn't get from him, but I wanted to share. This one I got last year, and I bought it from Bob Almond and the Inkwell Awards fundraiser. And it was part of that year's Joe Sinat inking challenge. Great Joe Sinat, we all know that name from generation upon generation of inking work for Marvel and Independence and anything else he's done. So I got this. I bid on this one, and as you can see, I've got my little certificate of authenticity. The inker was my friend Rusty Gilligan. Oh, move the hands. So everything's backwards. So Rusty signed there, upside down, and then you have the Inkwell Award stamp and the challenge and Joe's signature and Bob's initials. And this was also signed by Rusty and Joe on the other side. It was an actual piece of art that was a blue line sketch from Joe, and it was an inking challenge, and a lot of the inkers added a lot more stuff in. And this is my Loki original art print, original inking art print. And Rusty added in all those cool mythic symbols and added a little bit of color and a lot of other things, actually, but he inked this, and I've had this for a couple of years. It's just been sitting in the original oversized bag and board that it was very well shipped to me from Inkwell Awards. But this is my Loki piece, and this is the first piece of art that I got from Rusty, and it's signed, and I'm very excited. And I've been friends with Rusty, and I've talked to him many times online, and we've put up PR for a lot of and interviewed him for some of the Kickstarter campaigns he's been involved with. For those that don't know, and the thing that got me most excited, because I'm an old guy, because I'm one of the hosts of OK Boomer. I'm not a boomer. I'm a Gen Xer. I just look like a boomer. See? Anyhow, for those that don't know, Rusty was the artist that did the scene from the original heavy metal movie, the World War II scene with the zombies. That was, I know, Tarna, awesome. The whole movie was great, but that World War II scene was rad as hell. And it's still my favorite part of the movie, always has been. Okay, well, it's my favorite part of the movie, but that scene is crazy good. And he works with like lots of various movie projects and art and in any form. So make sure you check him out. Now I gotta give a big shout out to my buddy Steve McDonald at Clan McDonald Comics, his wife Wendy Wonder Woman McDonald, his son Colin, and his daughter Dana Lynn Wonder Girl McDonald. Because you got a Wonder Woman, you got to have a Wonder Girl, right? Only goes to figure. So we're going to start showing off some of the prints that I've got. And this first batch is a very small batch. I got, and like 2 months ago, I ordered two. He had a live sale going on with two artists. So anytime he sells prints, he gets them directly from the artist. So this is from their personal collection. This one I bought for my daughter, and this one is from Ryan Kincaid. And he signed it right there. And sorry about the glare, but my daughter is a huge Harry Potter and unfortunately Steven Universe fan. But she still loves Harry Potter. She's read all the books. She knows she could win any trivia contest that was involving Harry Potter. And this even has my certificate of authenticity on it. That was my Ryan Kincaid print that I bought for my daughter. This was the Jason Metcalf print I bought for myself. And my buddy Tim Board over at Hawk World comic group on Facebook, the biggest Hawkman fan as far as we know, anywhere. I bought this because this was totally badass. Get Dracula up in the corner and Moon Knight and Hawkman teaming up, fighting the mummies inside the pyramid. So I just thought this was like, there's a signature right there. I just thought that was totally rad. Again, I apologize for the glare, but I had to put all these in top loaders as soon as I got them. Now, this next batch of three is from Esteban Salanius, otherwise known as Ebas. Now, anybody that knows me or follows me on Instagram or Twitter with my handle of Joker Fan knows I had to get this. This is just completely badass. I found the sweetest pot I'm going to get. Since now everything's reflecting off my monitor, I'm sorry for that. So there's my Joker print from Ebas. And my Incredible Hulk print. This was the first one I bought during the auction. I was like, I'm a huge Hulk fan. And this was just completely badass. If conventions ever open up again, I will definitely bring this print with me to have Lou Ferrigno sign it. 100%, because that's awesome. And then the one my daughter hated because it was mine and not hers. The most popular show in the world. Mandalorian. You get his signature right here. And then we have Baby Yoda and the egg and the Mandalorian and all the stormtrooper heads on pikes behind him from early on in the season. I can't wait for the next season of this to come on. But that was just, I heard whispers that he was doing some kind of Mandalorian print. When I saw it, I'm like, oh, gotta have. There were many more prints he had that I wanted, but money. But I was thrilled with those. Now, the big ones. The announcement he made when I was buying the EBOS prints during that auction was that he had a huge signature opportunity coming up with Jim Starlin, Bob Layton, Wolfman, Perez, and I'm sorry, this incredible inker that I can't remember his name right now. I think Mika, but I don't really recall his name. He inked a lot of the Batman stuff with Capullo during like New 52 and Rebirth. But this is now my pride and joy. I can't wait to put this on a frame on the wall. I'm glad this was in the top loader when I got it because I was drooling. Right out of George Perez's own portfolio. And then it was sent separately to George Perez and Marv Wolfman to sign. And sent back. Cover one of the Baxter New Teen Titans #1. And it looks way better in person too. So I got that. I stacked these wrong. That was supposed to be last, but that's okay. Then for Mr. Bob Layton, also known to me more so from being one of the founding artistic creators in the 90s Valiant universe. He was also, for many years, the #1 artist for Iron Man. Now, I've always wanted this issue 128, Demon in the Bottle. But now that I'm on a super limited income, there's no way I can afford it. But I was able to get this super limited edition print from Bob, and signed, of course, as you can see. I just thought I couldn't pass that up. And last but not least, a favorite of mine from the series, the creator and everything for the series, Dreadstar. You're old if you remember Dreadstar. But I hear it's coming back. Jim Starlin. Jim drew, inked, and colored this print and the other prints that were available. He did everything start to finish on this. And he signed it right there by Hulk's foot. You get the nice, huge, big Thanos in the background, and then Thanos and Hulk fighting. This thing just pops, and yet again, Hulk fan. Not so much Thanos, but I know everybody's a Thanos fan now, but I'm still a huge Hulk fan. And that will conclude this special edition of In the Box. Now, I'd like to thank, once again, Bob Almond and the Inkwell Awards for that cool print I was able to buy during their fundraiser a little over a year ago. And a huge thank you to Clan McDonald Comics for the awesome prints and those awesome signatures, especially on a year of no cons. But thanks for tuning in and checking it out. And I hope you enjoyed seeing those prints as much as I enjoy owning them. And that's going to conclude this edition. Make sure you join Thomas and myself tonight on the OK Boomer podcast, where we're going to check out a very savage issue of the Savage Sword of Conan. Back in the day, the old black and white magazine with the incredible cover. But join us tonight, right around 7:30. We'll be going live with that right here on the Outright Geekery Facebook page, and of course, if you're not a member of that page, it's a public group, open. You can go in and you can just hit the subscribe button, and when new content goes up, you'll be notified. And you can go and check stuff out there anytime. And just try to have a great day. I'm going to go make myself another cup of coffee and read some comics. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you later on tonight.